Instead of shopping the sales this season, I've got the answer for you that will set your wardrobe up to work all season long and into the next one. So let's dive right in. Today we are talking about my absolute favorite subject, and it is a capsule wardrobe. I find that this is the time of year that a lot of people have trouble dressing for because one minute it's hot, the next it's cool, the evenings are starting to cool off. You're still wearing summer clothes, but you're sick of them. They're starting to feel tired by now. You're ready to jump into fall, but you just don't know what to do. So we are going to answer all that. I've rounded up 9 pieces, a wrap, a bag, a couple pairs of shoes, and you are going to be amazed at the outfits that you can put together just with a few pieces. So one of the things that people always ask me is, I just don't know how to get started with a capsule wardrobe, and why do I want a capsule wardrobe? Now, you don't have to just have these pieces. However, if you do, they are the hero pieces of your wardrobe because they're the building blocks of any other outfits you want to put together. They are going to allow you to mix and match to create a wide variety of outfits that still look polished, put together, and very up to date and modern. So the first thing you want to look at when you're thinking of a capsule wardrobe, and when you're doing this, the reason is to help you pull out the pieces that you're actually going to wear on a regular basis that make getting dressed easy. You don't have decision fatigue, and everything looks good on you, fits you well, and you feel good in. So how can you beat that, right? So the first trick of putting together a capsule wardrobe is pick a cohesive color story first. So when I chose this capsule wardrobe, it's very clear what I went with. I went camel, black, and a little bit of white or cream. That's it. That's all there is to it. And be sure to choose some colors you love to wear that you feel good in and that really reflect your personality. And you don't need more colors than this. If you go into too many more colors, it's going to stop having a cohesive look, and you're going to have a much harder time mixing and matching pieces. The next thing you want to think of when you're putting together this capsule, you want to keep the fabrics seasonally flexible. And what do I mean by that? For this time of year, you want to look for fabrics that are going to transition beautifully into fall, that you can start wearing now and wear all season long. And those are going to be things like linen, cotton, ponte knit, light denim, twill, silk, because all of these items are going to layer really well, and they'll still be breathable, and you'll still feel comfortable all day. And you want to look for pieces that are going to span both seasons, because right now you're going to have one foot in summer and one foot in fall. And you can give kind of a nod to fall. Look at all these like camels. This has some black and cream. So they have deeper, richer tones, but they still are perfect to wear now. I'm not picking heavy corduroy or velour or velvet. I'm not going into the really deep fabrics. I'm going light, breathable, yet will carry well into the fall. Instead of wearing them now with a flat or a sneaker, I can pair them later with loafers or boots, and they'll still look really good. Another thing you want to have this time of year are I like to call them power pieces. They are just the layering pieces that are going to get you into the next season. So I actually have 2 of those power pieces, layering pieces here. The first one is a cotton knit cardigan. So it's a little bit chunkier knit, but because it's cotton, it's going to be lightweight and feel light on you. The next thing I have is a wrap. Now this is just a simple black wrap with a little fringe detail on the ends. Really nice, clean, but great for evenings, cool nights, dressing up a little bit. You want to have an extra layer. This is a cashmere silk blend, so it's using the best of both. The silk in it helps lighten it up a little bit and keep it airy. A very nice piece to have in your wardrobe. One of the keys to making a transitional wardrobe really work is having those go-to pieces you can style different ways. They make getting dressed so much easier, and that brings me to today's sponsor, Quince. You know, Quince has really changed the way I shop for essentials. They take those luxury fabrics and high-end styles that you'd only expect from high-end brands and make them accessible by cutting out the middleman and going straight to the source. And that means you get incredible quality at a fraction of the price. Every piece I've tried, including their silk skirts, their cotton and cashmere sweaters, and even their comfortable pants, are all sustainably made, beautifully constructed, and incredibly versatile. These are pieces you can wear casually, dress up, and mix into your wardrobe season after season without them ever feeling dated. And I love that Quince is committed to sustainability and transparency so you can feel good about every purchase. And they make it completely risk-free with free shipping on every purchase and 365-day returns. So you have plenty of time to make sure each piece works perfectly for you. If you want some high-quality essential pieces in your wardrobe, click the link in the description to shop Quince. And if you're new, you'll get $30 off your purchase of $250 or more. Everything I'm wearing today and that I'll be showing throughout this video is all from Quince, so I hope you enjoy all the outfits I've put together. Okay, the next thing I want you to think about when you're planning your transitional capsule is what shoes you're gonna wear. I really stick to a very limited amount of shoes. I've actually put 3 pairs together for this capsule. One is this cute little pair of slingbacks and this rivet detail. Super on trend this season. I think it's really pretty. I love the buckle. Nice little pointed toe flat. And then 2 pairs of sneakers, a black pair and a white pair. And you'll see them in a little bit when I show you all my outfits. So I'm keeping to my color palette by keeping the shoes really simple and true to that color palette. The other thing I want you to think about when you're putting together your capsule is the proportions. So if you're doing a fitted top, you want to go with a looser bottom. If you're going with a looser top, you want to go with a more fitted bottom. That is just going to naturally draw the eye to the right place, keep your proportions balanced, and it'll be perfect every time. And when you're thinking about pieces to bring in, one of the keys to picking all of these pieces is that I know that I can wear each one of these at least 3 different ways. And guess what? You're going to see all of them today. And by doing that, by having all essential pieces, these workhorse hero pieces, you're not going to end up with novelty. You're not going to end up with purchases that you're like, why did I buy that? It was on sale. It was a good deal. You're actually buying pieces that you're going to wear for years to come because they just keep working for you. You can mix it with this. You can mix it with this. You can mix it with this. And it's amazing how versatile your wardrobe becomes. And then, like I said, with the wrap, don't forget to think about accessories. I've kept them very simple. This is the new shoe that I've brought in is a pointed toe shoe. I think that'll really update my look. And a bag that is a triple compartment bag that I can put my computer in. I can take all snacks, lunches, all kinds of things in here. Great little bag to wear, perfect for going into the fall season. And it'll look good with my shoes. I almost like to think of this like vacation packing. Let's say you had one carry-on suitcase that you had to take with you. You're going away for a week. What would you wear? Guess what? It would be this. You can put together all of these pieces, go away, and you will have easily 2 weeks worth of clothes, maybe even 3 weeks worth of clothes, by being able to mix and match all of the pieces. So if you start thinking of your wardrobe that way, it makes your getting dressed so much easier. And the final thing I want to mention, which I did talk on briefly, is that you want to really limit the number of pieces. Like I said, I only have, there's 9 pieces here, 5 tops, 4 bottoms, and 1 wrap. That's it. I mean, you can count my shoes. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So shoes, bag, wrap, all included, 14 pieces. And I could go away for 3 weeks with this little set. Now we're going to get into all the outfits I've put together with these pieces. I know you're going to love them. So let's get into them right now. What did you think of the outfits? And if you're still stuck on capsule wardrobes and not knowing what to put together and how, I have a community called Style Uncorked that is a lot of really fabulous women. We get together, we talk about fashion and style. They're women just like you. I will include a link to Style Uncorked so you can start your fashion journey now. Which outfit was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. You know I love hearing from you. Stay gorgeous, and I'll see you in the next video.